Growing up, my mom would always take my brother and I to museums, so I grew up going to them. I feel like that is why I love museums so much. I have been to so many museums and can't wait to go to Paris and see all the beautiful artwork from different artists. Art is a form of expressing your feelings and it can tell a story. There are different types of art, whether that be in drawings, paintings, music, sculptures, and photographs, and there is so much more. In this video, I will be explaining the different artwork I chose from the 19th and 20th century. I visited our local museum, the Getty Center. I have been to the Getty Villa, but I have not visited the Getty Center. The Getty had so many different artwork going back to the 5th and 6th millennium. The first art piece that I will be talking about is Torso of Dina by Aristide Maillol. Aristide Maillol was born in 1861 in Bayeux-sur-Mer, France, and passed away in 1944. He was a French painter, printmaker, and sculptor most recognized for his large-scale works and contribution to modern art. After studying painting for a while, Maillol switched to sculpture, realizing that this was his genuine destiny in art. His sculptures, known for their smooth surface, simple form, and focus on traditional ideas of harmony and beauty. The feminine body is frequently portrayed in Maillol's sculptures, which highlight her inherent grace and beauty. The sculpture Torso of Dina is a nude sculpture that resembles a frequently unearthed ancient sculpture because it lacks arms and legs entirely. However, the flawlessly polished bronze surface indicates that this is actually a more contemporary design. With her head cocked to the side, the figure casts a thoughtful glance. The meticulously scrutinized and role model was Dana Barony. He started doing portraits for the sculpture in 1934 and continued to do so until the artist's passing in 1944. The majority of his drawings and sculptures created during this time include a variety of the subject. It is thought that this sculpture is one of the very few life-size pieces that Maillol completed. He rarely used live models for his sculptures. Instead, he carved his plasters from drawings created during extensive sessions with his subjects. In addition to his observations of the human body, he found inspiration in the artwork of the ancient Greeks and Romans. His paintings usually have a timeless elegance with flowing lines. Maillol produced a great deal of sculptures over his career, including monuments, reliefs, and statues. A large number of his works are on exhibits in public areas and museums all over the world. The Mediterranean 1905, Air 1938, and The River 1943 are some of his most well-known pieces. Apart from his sculptures, Maillol was also a painter and printmaker whose two-dimensional work likewise explored themes of beauty, nature, and the human figure. Ultimately, the theme of Torso of Dana is the enduring beauty of the human form and the celebration of a feminine beauty that demonstrates Maillol's talent as a sculptor and his capacity to elegantly and simply convey the core of his topic. The second art piece I looked at was Young Italian Woman at a Table by Paul Cézanne. Paul Cézanne was a French painter and was a post-impressionist whose paintings helped to bridge the gap between Impressionism in the 19th century and Cubism in the early 20th century. He was born in 1839 in Aix-en-Provence, France, and passed away in 1906. He is well known for his experiments with composition, color, and form, especially in his still life, landscape, and portraits. Throughout his career, Cézanne's techniques changed. Although he is most recognized for the things he painted using geometric shapes, especially spheres, cones, and cylinders, thick texture, brushstrokes, and the emphasis on expressing the spirit of his subjects rather than their precise appearance are common in his work. Cézanne suffered criticism from the art establishment and struggled to gain recognition during his entire life, but his inventive painting style had a significant impact on later artists. Cézanne's avant-garde style of painting had a significant impact on succeeding artists, especially the Cubists and Fauvists, despite his struggles for recognition during his lifetime and condemnation from the art establishment. He is now considered to be among the most significant individuals in Western art history. In this painting, A Young Italian Woman at a Table, he paints a picture of a young woman who is seated at a table and appears to be in deep reflection. This young woman is leaning on a table covered in cloth, her head resting in her palm as she casts an ambiguous glance outside. She has a calm expression on her face and is looking down. Cézanne's unique use of color and form is evident in the composition as the woman's figure and the items on the table are shown with strong brushstrokes and geometric shapes. This is a stance that has been employed by painters to convey melancholy since the Renaissance. The figure gains a human poignancy and psychological strain from the position and her strange, inscrutable expression. The woman's strong physical presence and the area she resides in were developed by Paul Cézanne. One of Cézanne's admirers from the 20th century noted that his later paintings, such Young Italian Woman, have an enormous sense of volume, breathing, pulsating, expanding, contracting through his use of colors. The woman's shape is convincing, yet the area surrounding and behind her sometimes seem illogical and even contradictory. It displays Cézanne's desire to play with the form and color while preserving the core of his subjects. The young woman's pose and attitude, along with the painting's quiet intensity, make it a popular choice of admiration.